front brakes here on a 2010 Nissan Altima Hybrid, but it's all about the same for any of these Nissans. So I got the wheel off, car's jacked up and on jack stands, and here you can just see the old rotor and the old brake pads are shot. New rotor, brake pads. So pretty much just gonna have to undo these bolts here on the back of the caliper. Once the caliper comes off, unbolt the back here of the caliper mount off the spindle, take that away, and we can pop off the actual rotor itself and then put the new one. So we got a 14mm metric socket on a ratchet, and right here in the back, and lefty loosey, so down, and that's already loose. And this is just a floating bolt here in between the caliper. We'll take this off. Same down here on the bottom, we'll undo this, and then I'll show you the next step. Bottom one, just already took it out. Top one here, out, looks like this. And here, caliper now, we'll just move back and forth, and now it comes out. And you want to be careful not to let it hang too much and pull on this flex line. So we're just going to kind of set it back here for now. Propped it up against the bottom of the lower control arm, so again, we're not putting a lot of undue pressure on the flex line. And here you see our old brake pads, and it's getting a lot of grinding sound on this car. And you can see here, this one has already been worn down pretty significantly, almost to the metal. Actually, yeah, you can see it's already past the wear line, and that's where we're hearing the grinding. And if you look on the back side, we're gonna pop out the back one. Oh man, yeah. Totally down to the metal. No brake pad left. And you can see here, compared to a new brake pad, that groove cut in the middle is kind of your wear mark. And once it gets down beyond that, it starts rubbing on the actual metal. So we can see here, get a new one. Done. We got a 22mm that's gonna take off these two bolts, this one here and this one here, which holds the caliper bracket onto the spindle. And once we take that off, then we can just pull off. Now these have never been changed and these are still on there from the factory. It takes a little muscle to get it, so I've got a larger ratchet here, but good little pressure down, you heard it, and it went, and now start breaking it, and now it's out. Hand twist these bolts here, and then the bracket here will actually move the brake caliper over to that side just to give me a little bit more room here to work by hand. And get this bolt off here. And there it goes. So didn't want that to happen, but here's your caliper bracket. It's off. And now we're free here to get the rotor off. So we just gotta break it free. This has been on here for years, like it has. Get your rubber mallet. We're gonna whack it. Break it free. Sometimes you just need a bigger hammer, and since we're going to replace these, we can just hit it with some metal on metal. There we go. All right. So as you can see, these rotors, they've worn down a bit. There's a lip here you can feel along the edge. Generally this wear groove is where the pad is, and obviously up here on the edge where it's not touching, you can kind of feel how much it's worn. And obviously from the metal on metal contact it had with these old pads, I'm just gonna want to replace these. So getting those out of the way, we've got our new fresh ones right here. So we're just gonna clean this up real quick, and then you want to stay organized when you're working too, and try and keep your hardware. You take off someplace you're not gonna knock it with your foot and lose it. And here we go with our new rotor. Try and do this one-handed for you guys. Hold up. Okay, got it. Like so. And That's going to be looking nice, but more importantly providing much better stopping performance paired with these new brake pads too. So let's get the bracket back on here, and we're just going in reverse order now and putting on the bracket here, and just getting this hand threaded to start with, and then we'll get it tightened down with the ratchet. Alright, now we've got our ratchet. And we'll get it tightened down. Last thing you got to do is reset the caliper, so you can see how this is already out from the old brakes. Were already kind of worn down a lot, so it was out further. We gotta have to push this all the way back in this way. So what you can use, there's an actual tool for it, but channel locks work too. I'm just gonna come against it and squeeze it like that and push it back, and it'll slowly push the brake fluid back up the line into the reservoir. And you'll actually, if you observe the brake reservoir before you do this, it should be showing kind of lower fluid, and then it'll all be kind of full by the time it's back, because it's going to push fluid back into the system. So here we go, just like this, and we're going to just squeeze and push the fluid back in and get the caliper recessed back. And here you can see it slowly moving back in. Hard to do with one hand. See, it's recessed, and then it'll fit over the brakes as it should. Sometimes it's a little troublesome to get it just to line back up, because like I said before, these things here are kind of floating, and so you got to just kind of push them in, and you can see here this will push in. So just to get the caliper lined back up, and now it is. And then we can just put in our caliper bolts up here and get it lined up, and she'll be set. The rears here now on the Altima, same procedure, 14mm, taking off this floating bolt here, and then this one here, which I had to get with a wrench because this part here, the suspension, is kind of in the way, and it's also going to be in the way for removing it. So I had to undo this arm here and just pulled out the bolt there from the front, and then pulled it off and down, so this way I can have access to get to this back bolt here on the bottom. I'm going to need an extension to get around it, this 14mm, so then I can get this bottom bolt off that connects the back of the caliper. So I can get this this bottom bolt off here that's holding the back of the caliper on. So by getting this out of the way and down a little bit, it gave me the access I needed. Now here with an extension, and we can get it off.